without any doubt, the greatest bodybuilding show on earth.
You don't want to miss this.
Best show in the world.
Well, I'm very excited.
Best Arnold weekend ever.
To your winner, Derek Lunsford.
Let's go.
Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got the Detroit Pro 2026, and even though it wasn't exactly the deepest lineup, none of the top guys from the Arnold actually showed up here. It still is an amazing show because it is extremely competitive. Like the top 5, top 6, I could even say top 7, top 8 guys are really on in the open. Now, as far as Classic, it's a little bit different. We'll see in a moment. Let's start, actually. Let's start with the Classic Physique first. So we got Wesley Vissers dominating, probably. But as far as Wesley Vissers, I would say that, in my opinion, if you guys watch my live stream, by the way, you know my take on this. And if you haven't, guys, turn on the notifications on my channel so you can see the live later for the finals. Wesley Vissers, I thought he was a bit watery here. My thought process is that he's probably saving himself for the Arnold UK, but he's definitely a bit soft from the front, mainly in the quads and in the back as well. You'll see when he turns around. But the guy next to him kind of, I would say, pushed him. He was definitely way better peaked, better condition, better hardness, better details. But Wesley's just too big structured, and also he's the Arnold Classic winner. So yeah, he's winning this. Wesley Vissers is winning the show and going into the overall of this show, Classic versus the Open. But the other guy next to him, I can't remember his name, but he nailed it, man. Look at his glutes compared to Wesley's. If this was just a random show and nobody knew who these guys were, I'm not sure what the outcome would be, because look at the difference in the abs, in the quads, and in the glutes. The other guy nailed the conditioning. He really brought crazy peak to this show compared to Wesley, who is very much off here. And his name, actually, the guy's name is Ethan Gohari. Hopefully I'll remember his name, but yeah, he definitely nailed it. He brought a really good peak, really good condition. So I'm not saying he's pushing Wesley, because Wesley has this crazy structure. He improved the size as well. Now he's in okay condition, especially the glutes, they're in, but the quads are kind of soft. He's kind of watery through the chest and through the legs. So I'm not saying Wesley is losing this, but as far as conditioning, the peak, the hardness, you can't argue with me. I think it's pretty clear that Ethan Gohari is nailing it here. But again, the structure is probably going to be enough for Wesley to win this show. And it's also good that Wesley is in this kind of condition, because he needs to be big and full for the overall. I mean, it's not like it's really judged. The audience is judging the overall, but it's going to be interesting to see him compared to the Open winner. We'll see who the Open winner is going to be. Depends also who the Open winner is. And that's going to make a better or worse overall. Now, as far as the Open class, this was the second call-out. 6 guys right here. Among them, we have Ron Gordon, Nathan Appler, Leandro was in the second call-out, and the hernia guys. If you guys watch my live stream, you know that his name is actually Chris Miller, I think. He's in good shape, really good condition, but he has this hernia in the center of his stomach, and it's hurting him. But I think he's actually beating Leandro. This was the original second call out, but actually moved Leandro later to the side. And Nathan Appler actually stayed in the center, but I don't think Nathan Appler is winning this lineup right here, because he's kind of too small. I actually think the hernia guy is winning in this call out. And later they actually moved him to the center. Leandro, as the show progressed, got progressively worse and worse. It seemed like he was gaining fat on his glutes as the show went on. But it's just water, really. He was spilling over as he was posing more and more. He got softer and softer, and also it looks like he lost some size. I think this guy was bigger before, when he went against the good Vito and had the Mr. Olympia as well. Look at the hernia guy. He has crazy back, crazy conditioning from the back, especially. Lower body, glutes and hamstrings peeled, dry, hard. back wide and conditioned. Chris Miller, I think his name is. Leandro had a really good structure, but if he brought the conditioning, maybe he would have actually fought to win this show. But this way, no. I think Nathan Epler is second here, and Chris Miller is winning in the second call out. As you see right here, they actually switched them around later, and Leandro ended up in the outs of this call out, which sucks. Fooda had him winning the show before the show. A lot of people actually had him winning the show in prediction. I had him in second because he is the only Olympian here other than Mo Foda, but he failed. He came in without good condition and also smaller, quite a bit smaller. Now, the first call out, surprisingly, was Blessing Awodibu, Elia, whatever his last name is, and Mo Foda and Patrick Moore. That was a nice surprise. Like I said, guys, not exactly the most elite show, but the first call out was actually really interesting because Patrick Moore brought some really good condition and more size, I would say. Mo Foda is, in my opinion, winning this, and Blessing looked crazy in the side shots and in some of the front shots, but from the back, Blessing was off with condition. But if the judging is consistent, and they went with Andrew Jacked at the Arnold Classic, a taller black guy with poor legs, no quads, not the best conditioning in the hamstrings, in the glutes, and overall not the most conditioned guy, then they'll go with Blessing at this show as well. Blessing is basically very similar to Andrew Jacked in terms of structure and condition and completeness of the physique as well. Of course, he's a class below, but, there is a possibility of Blessing winning this show. Some people actually have him winning. In my opinion, no, I don't think so. I think Mo Foda is winning this show. And then in second, it could be Blessing or it could be Elia, but it also could be Patrick Moore. Patrick Moore surprised, man. His back looked insane. And Mo Foda is losing the back shots to some guys. I wouldn't say he's losing to Blessing. I can't see him losing to Blessing because Blessing is all from behind. His conditioning is terrible from behind. But from the front, Mo Foda has great quads, really good quads, the best in this lineup, and also pretty small waist, good peak. And I'm surprised that Mo Foda actually brought a good peak because this guy stopped working right after the Arnold Classic prejudging, and Mo Foda did something on his own for the finals and he spilled over, and maybe he learned a lesson. And this time around, he's not spilling over. He's also really full, but really dry as well. And the lighting here is better, so we can see exactly how conditioned these guys are. The quality of the live stream is also phenomenal, although it was chopping really bad. It was like out for minutes during the live stream. But in the end, that was actually during the individual posing routines. During the comparisons of the Open, there was none of that. So we could actually see these guys compared really well. Again, really high quality footage, and also the live stream wasn't lagging. And the background is just black background, dark background. Everybody here looks great. So everybody is shown in their true colors here. Everybody who is on looks on, who is off looks better than they would in a different lighting, like at the Arnold, for example. So yeah, I think Mo Foda kind of nailed it. For his standards, this is Mo Foda that is very much on. Blessing didn't nail it, but he's much better than before, than last year. His quads are smaller than ever before, I would say, but he's pretty lean in the quads from the front. His upper body is big. He has good taper, big lats. His midsection grew, but he has great abs. His glutes from the side are okay because they're really full, but from the back he's soft. So I don't know if Blessing can win this because of those glutes, but from the side, he's definitely looking very impressive. And overall, he has a ton of muscle. Again, very similar to Andrew Jacked type of a look. And if the judges are going for that now, then Blessing can win this. But again, in my opinion, it's not Blessing who is winning this. I think it is Mo Foda. And Blessing probably is second at the prejudging based on the way the judges move them. But I don't think that means much because nobody thought Andrew Jacked was winning the Arnold Classic after the prejudging because he was not really in the center. So who the hell knows, honestly, guys? That's why this show is awesome, because I have no idea who is winning. If I had to say one name, I would say Mo Foda, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It can go either way. I mean, between him and Blessing, I think. I don't think Elia or Patrick are winning this show. I think they're fighting for that third. I think it is between Blessing and Mo Foda, in my opinion, because of the conditioning and the size of the quads, because of the conditioning in the glutes, in the hamstrings, from the back. I think Mo Foda is winning. I have Mo Foda winning this show. I think it's pretty clear, to be honest. And the Blessing placing second here is definitely a surprise. I thought he was going to be much worse. And he is really, really in bad condition from the back, but from the front, he's big and full. And as the show went on, I think he got even harder and fuller. So he did a good job. His coach is George Farah now. He got in a pretty good peak, I would say, especially compared to what he was bringing back when he was working with Stefan Kinzel. So he's definitely improved. The conditioning is not great, but he's really full. He's really hard in the front shots, side shots, and they don't really care too much about the conditioning from behind. We saw that in the Arnold, and we're seeing it here now as well. It seems like, I mean, we're definitely seeing it because Blessing is most likely second here. Even if he doesn't win, he's beating a lot of guys who came ready, who came conditioned to this show, and Blessing is not conditioned, not ready, but big, full, round, impressive, and I guess that's what the IFBB is going for these days. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, guys, on this. What do you think? Is that the right direction or wrong direction? Do you see Mo Foda losing this to Blessing? Who do you have winning, guys? Down below in the comments, do you think Wesley has a chance of losing this? And in the overall, let's say Wesley wins and Mo Foda wins, who is winning this show? Wesley or Mo Foda? What do you guys think? Down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up for more content like this. And for the live stream later on, guys, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.